Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to the next episode of Series 2 of the 100. Last episode was Space Walker and it was the death of Finn. And I feel like I might need to reiterate some of my points from last episode. It's not gone live yet, at least not on YouTube at the time of recording this. It has on Patreon. But I feel like maybe some of my comments were misconstrued. So I just kind of want to clear up the fact that A, I did not want Finn to die. I didn't like how they were going about the situation. My main point that I was trying to make at the time was that I just didn't see a way out of the situation they were in. The grounders had kind of backed them into a corner, and if they tried to run, or if they escaped, or other people tried to offer their lives up, there was no other way around what was happening to me, and it's a shame, and I wish it didn't have to go down the way it did, but I'm also glad that Finn got the death that he did, because the alternative, if they just left the grounders to kill him, would have been a lot worse, and that would have been brutal. At least he got a semi-honourable death where the person that he loved got to kind of give him some mercy, and that was sad, but it felt right at the time, given the choices that were in front of us. So I hope that makes sense. I mean, I'm just kind of preempting controversial comments because I wasn't really sad that he died, like, so much, and I was kind of like, just give him up. And I feel like a bit cruel saying that, but my opinion is my opinion, and like I say, I just didn't see a way out of the situation they were in, which is a shame. If you think my hair's an absolute mess, which it is, like, look at this bit here. Obviously, barbers, hairdressers and stuff aren't open in England right now. We're on a lockdown, so I can't get my hair cut. So at some point, I'm going to have to take some clippers and just shave it all off. Because if it starts getting long, I can't really control it, as you can see. This episode is called Remember Me. I can only assume it's going to deal with the fallout of Finn's death and maybe people grieving because of what happened. I could see Raven and maybe other people. No, maybe just Raven turning against Clark, because obviously Raven wanted Clark to kill the commander, and Clark just killed Finn instead, because that was the smart decision. Killing the commander would have led to a lot of death. So I can just see Raven kind of kicking off about that, because she wasn't acting very nicely last episode, as Murphy is a sign of. I also didn't realise last episode, because I was so hooked on it, that they didn't even go to Mount Weather once, which was good. I liked the focus of the episode and the fact that it was all about the Finn storyline and the Grounders. I liked that focus because the show moves at such an intense pace and there's twists and turns and different storylines going on, that it was just good to, right, here's the storyline, this is the storyline that we're focusing on, and we'll just leave Mount Weather to the side for now. So whether that's going to be touched on this episode, I probably will be. I'm not sure where it's going to go. So let's jump into the reaction of the episode. If you enjoy it, please let me know down below what you thought, and subscribe to my channel for the rest of Season 2. And also, if you want to see the full length reaction to this episode, there's a link down to my Patreon down below, where there'll be the next couple episodes already on there, and like I say, full uncut reactions. Let's go with episode 9, Series 2, Remember Me. It's gonna be so hard to deal with. You killed the person you're like falling in love with. She did it for a good reason. Give her a hug, Abby. This is making me really sad. Oh, I feel so sorry for her, because she was strong and she did the right thing, but the most heart-wrenching thing.
The body will be given to the people of Ton, DC. Murderer and murdered joined by fire. Only then can we have peace.
No, we've done enough. The boy should be buried by his own people.
Enough? We were owed the pain of 18 deaths. We were owed a righteous kill. My village deserves justice.
We need to do this. Peace with the Grounders is the only way we'll survive.
No, I don't think they know what peace is.
The commander does.
She's a child. They're being led by a child.
So? They've got their shit together a lot more than these guys do. Like, with the 100 or the Sky people, they're constantly escaping from camp, going off doing their own things. The Grounders, on the most part, minus like Lincoln, have the crap together as a team.
Go away. and I'm sorry.
I said go away!
I know how hard this must be for you.
And I'm coming too. Don't worry. I'll bring your damn radio.
I feel like Raven's going to be a loose cannon from this point, maybe. That her grief's going to kind of overwhelm her. Because she was making weird decisions, or bad decisions last episode, before Finn died. So whether she's going to turn into like a vengeful... Is he still alive? Wait. Wait a minute. One of two things just happened. One, he's still alive and he's been playing dead. Two, she's seeing things because she's so much like grieving so much.
Places that aren't mapped. Well, is it possible?
I doubt it, but maybe.
Thanks, you are just a big help. Easy. Naya's on our side. Are you sure about that? Yes, I'm sure. She's risking more than any of us.
I hope she is.
She gonna end up in the kennel?
Because if she betrays them,
Stop it.
I'm going to blame Jasper the whole way.
Found something. You know what we have to do? Just break through a 2-foot section of wall, find the outgoing wire, and jack into a closed system without being heard by anyone in the command center or in the field. That's all, huh?
Oh god. This is not going to end well.
Just do some copper wire.
We need their army to get to Mount Weather, Bellamy, and you know it.
Their army has been getting their ass kicked by Mount Weather forever. What we need is an inside man, someone to be our eyes and ears.
But it's a possibility we need to consider. Sir, if this is an alliance between the outsiders and the Ark, there are things we can do to break it. We let them kill each other. They
No.
don't come here to take their people back.
Stop
I
it.
don't care how many men they have. They will not get past their defenses.
Well, their defenses, I think, are like the acid fog and stuff.
We need to talk about John. Can't keep him locked up forever.
Maybe I should shock lash him.
I was gonna suggest a pardon.
Jack eting upp komar. Ay human. Ay jungan.
Looks familiar.
Vi på något tecken here.
Christ. Sky people. Rounders are brutal.
Stop him, please. They'll blame us for this too. Take him kick around.
I feel like the
The
commander
Sky people march with us now.
is very, very slowly listening to Sky people logic. You can see it there. I think normally there she would have let him beat him to death, maybe. Whereas Clark kind of got through to her, so interesting. I mean, if they're not going to burn him, I don't mind this ritual. Like, he's dead.
Clark,
Oh god, rubbing salt in the wound much. And a lot of, I don't know the correct term to use, tribes, cultures, probably the right way to say it, have this kind of ritual where you burn the dead and stuff.
Didn't get it to transmit. Somebody's bound to hear it.
Okay, this is all going so well so far.
Well, that don't sound good.
Oh.
I've heard this. They crashed the Exodus ship. Jamming signal.
Okay, because we knew that
Jamming now. Everything.
a couple episodes ago, didn't
Keep
we?
our people from talking to each other. We're totally screwed. I wouldn't say totally.
her name was Kostia. She was captured by the Ice Nation, whose queen believed she knew my secrets.
Ice Nation?
Because she was mine.
Ice Nation?
They tortured her. Killed her. Cut off her head. I'm sorry. I thought I'd never get over the pain. So you just stopped caring? About everyone?
Heartbreak can make you do that though. You can just completely switch off.
And you put the people you care about in danger. Clark, let us drink together.
Smart move.
My pleasure.
Make sure it's not poisoned.
Allow me
So they're doing the right thing just to make sure.
To those we've lost.
Okay, okay,
those
so
we shall soon
they are going to
find.
work together. I just have this really bad feeling it must work. But if Raven did this, I swear to God. Because Matt Weather did say they're going to turn them against each other, so is one of the grounders secretly working with Matt Weather, planning the drugs?
You wanted me to kill Lexi yesterday. If you tried to poison her, I need to know.
Shit.
You're the only murderer here.
Oh, shut up. I'm getting very defensive about Clark. I didn't have this in Series 1.
You gave me no choice. Why did you turn yourself in?
Yeah, Raven, whatever grief you're feeling, Clark's feeling much worse. So pipe down, wind your neck in, and stop complaining.
Where's Monty? I thought he was with you.
I haven't seen him.
How have they lost another person? What is this team of people? Monty.
We were hosed on yesterday.
Monty, what are you doing? Oh God! Oh no.
I take no joy in
They
this.
can't kill 2 main characters in a row. I don't think they will.
But this time, justice will be done. Talk to them. Talk to them. These are your people.
Not anymore.
Say something.
The cup was poisoned, not the drink.
It wasn't in the bottle.
Yes, come on, come on. Poison was in the cup.
Explain. The poison wasn't in the bottle. It was in the cup.
The commander knows what she's doing. She's smarter than this.
It was you.
I thought so. I had a feeling.
This alliance would cost you your life, Hedda.
Yes! Right, now, as much as I don't like Raven, get her down, because you tortured her for nothing. Shut up! I'm getting very invested. I apologise.
Cost you yours.
Take him, set round on a tree.
Yeah. Bye, Augustus. Peace. You're not going on my character ranking. Bye. Don't celebrate till you're home safe. Don't celebrate till you're home safe. Monty.
You said it was all clear.
Oh, he's wrote the wrong thing down. Monty!
Your entry says something else.
Sure?
Run! Run! Oh, God. Monty, you idiot. Why did you do this? Let Raven kill him. Because they tortured her. Oh, okay. Hopefully this will help her realise that Clark did a merciful thing.
You come place stay you done.
Oh, God, I felt that. Good on her, though. Good on her.
They're alive.
We need to do this now. We've got the alliance now.
Okay. Yep, come on. Get everybody out there.
First, we need an inside man. You were right. Without someone on the inside to lower their defenses, turn off the acid fog, an army's useless.
True. It's so funny how her and Lexa are
Find a way to get on that.
she didn't turn on. Are becoming very similar to each other. She's becoming tougher, making harder decisions. The commander's slightly more emotional,
Get you through the tunnels.
letting some people live when they shouldn't before. He's so handsome.
Love is weakness.
No, Clark, no.
They're ashes from the fire. I thought you could scatter them somewhere. Might help you say goodbye. I already said goodbye.
Keep them though, Abby, because when she gets over this dark arc that she's going down now, she'll be thankful that you did this.
47. They built one for each of us.
Monty! Why did you do this stupid plan? Look what you've gotten yourself into. I said it before and I'll say it again. If they kill off Monty, I'm done with the show. No, I'm not actually going to be done with the show. I will still watch it, but he's like, I just love him so much. Minus the fact that this episode he made some stupid decisions. Like normally, he's the smart one, he's the one that comes up with a way to save everybody, or he kind of gives people a talking to when they need to be talking to. Like when Jasper was a bit of a knob last season, Monty was the one that called him out. So Monty's always been great. The decision he made to go after the control room on his own was stupid. I mean, noble, but stupid. Because there was just always going to be, from a TV point of view, something that he did wrong to end up getting caught, I imagine. Because the first plan, as well, went so well, with the fact that they did the hole in the wall, got the painting in the way, whatnot, it meant that the second part of that plan was going to go wrong. It's just inevitable. And so, he got caught because he filled the form in wrong. I mean, at that point, I don't know what he could have done because he didn't know what he was writing. But it's just such a shame because he's now obviously going to be potentially harvested for bone marrow and then dead. But obviously, outside of the camp, there's plans on the way to get towards Mount Weather to save people. So fingers crossed they get to him before he dies or before they harvest all of his bone marrow. That's what I hope. We'll have to wait and see kind of how that progresses over the next few episodes. I'm not sure. I've just got a bad feeling. But how bad are this team of people? Like, so there was Monty, Jasper, Maya, what's that other guy called? Miller, and then Harper. There was 5 of them. They went into a room, they took the rise of Harper, Harper went. So there's 4 of the people in this plan. 4 of them went into a room, took the rise of Monty, Monty's gone again. Like, how hard is it to keep track of people? I understand, at least with this one, they got a bit separated because the guards were coming and they had to try and cover up the hole in the wall. I understand that, but how hard is it to keep track of people? Like, seriously, guys? Come on. And also, I don't know if it's just me thinking this, but they always obviously turn the music up so that they can't be heard talking about their plans and stuff. But because there's cameras everywhere, would the cameras not be, or the people watching the cameras not be suspicious that this group always blasts loud music and then gets into a corner and talk really quietly? Like, would they not be like, well, maybe they're up to something? I don't know. Maybe they're just so confident that they are not going to get out, that their security is that good, that they just don't care. I'm not sure, but it would be a little suspicious to me personally. But yeah, that's that storyline. What do I talk about next? Before I talk about Clark, let's talk about the commander and the poison and whatnot. No, I guess they're all part of the same storyline. So with Clark, I like that she was seeing Finn, but I like that Finn never spoke. And the reason that I say that is because they do this in shows before, but I know I've seen it where a character dies, the next episode is like a flashback episode about that character, or they keep appearing to people and talking, and it kind of just takes the edge or the effectiveness off of the death that we see them again straight away the next episode. Like in certain shows I know where a character dies, it's super emotional, it's super sad, and the next episode they're brought back. I'm thinking like Buffy is a prime example. Spoiler alert for Buffy and Angel if you don't want to hear it. And the final episode of Buffy, they killed off a main character. And it was super sad, super emotional. And in the next episode of Angel that aired, the character was brought back as a character over there. And so it kind of just negates a lot of that emotional impact. But this one I think did it well, that he was just stood there most of the time, or put his hand on her. He never spoke, he never interacted with her that much. He was just kind of a vision that she kept seeing, like a manifestation of her guilt. And that was effective, I thought. And even though his vision was the one that kind of helped Clark realise about the poison, it was kind of her all in her head that she kind of worked that out anyway. He's obviously a part of what's going on inside. And she worked that out. So it all kind of worked for me. I will say that I'm glad that it wasn't Raven that put the poison in the drink, because Raven's bugging me at this point. I know she's grieving and she's struggling to get over this, and it looks like at the end she realised that what Clark did was save Finn from being tortured and stabbed and stabbed and stabbed and stabbed, and the sword. I do have questions about why they didn't take Gustus's eyes and tongue out, because Lincoln said they would do that to Finn. Maybe I missed something. I don't know. I missed things quite a lot. But when she saw the torturing him, she kind of opened her eyes to what Clark stopped happening. As much as she blamed Clark because she did kill Finn, I think she realised when she saw the torture, what Clark did was kind of merciful. As much as it was awful and hard to understand, it was merciful. She could see that with her own eyes, which was important, I think. But yeah, I'm glad she didn't poison the cup, because I would kind of not really been able to forgive her for that, because it ruined the alliance that they were building up, and luckily they figured it out in one episode. The alliance is back on track. And I was just gutted the alliance was about to be off the table completely, because it's such an interesting contrast to Series 1, where the Grounders were enemies, the Sky People, the Hundreds they were called at the time, were the good guys, and it was just black and white for a while. Obviously, as the season progressed, the lines got blurred with Lincoln and Anya and other characters that we met. But this season, like, seeing them trying to work together and the struggle with that, just getting to the point of let's work together, was really interesting. Is really interesting, sorry. And I like the storyline, so I'm excited to see them work as a team against Matt Weather, which I hope is where the season is going to end up at. I presume it'll be towards the end of the season that the big fight will happen, maybe a couple episodes before. I don't know, because like I always say, the show moves at such a fast pace that knowing the show, the next episode, the whole Matt Weather will be blown up or something crazy like that. I don't think that will happen. I think it will take a while to get there, but you just never know with this show where they're going to go. Looking at Clark, like, I get why she's going down this path, that saying that she, like I said in the end of the episode, her and the commander are becoming similar people. Like, they keep saying, we're the same. Like, literally her and the commander have got this connection, and they're kind of starting to understand things from each other's point of view. Lexa, like that guy Liv that was getting the crap kicked out of him, whereas no, they don't think she would have done. Clark did a hard thing and killed someone, which she normally wouldn't have done, like with Finn and that. So just their experiences of working together, or trying to work together, starting to take from each other, but not necessarily in a good way, because in the eyes of the Grounders, the commander's will become slowly weaker, because she's letting people live, she might get more emotional. In the eyes of the Sky People, Clark's going down this really dark path of love is weakness, I don't need his ashes, and God knows where that's going to go. So it's super interesting to watch their two different characters, but very similar characters in some ways, start to mould into one person. But at some point they might pass each other, where Clark goes like really dark, Lexa goes the opposite way, and Lexa has to bring Clark back from this darkness. That could be cool. And I feel bad for Clark, because I get it, she is grieving, and like I say, whatever grief that Raven felt, I imagine that Clark feels 100 times worse. Also, I keep noticing in my edits, people wonder why my hand's always glowing. It's because like my curtain stops like here, because if I open it, I'll be like that, and it's not pretty to look at. But as I'm talking, like, my hand goes in and out of the light, so that's why my hand glows quite a lot. I don't even know what I was talking about then. Yeah, her grief of Finn is anything much worse than whatever Raven was feeling, because she killed him. Merciful, yes, but she killed him, and that's hard to deal with. So really interesting. I'm excited to see where that storyline's going to go, but I'm hoping that she doesn't go down like how Finn was going down the dark storyline and murdering Grounders and unarmed people. Is Clark going to go down that route? We'll have to wait and see. I hope not. But I really enjoyed this episode, actually. It was a nice change of pace from the last episode. Bringing Matt Weather back in, not being as emotional, even though I started to get a little emotional at the start when Clark was crying. I felt that. But overall, really strong. Bringing back more storylines, but we're building up towards the latter half of the season and the culmination of the Grounders and the 100 versus Matt Weather. So yeah, let me know down below what you think of the episode and your reaction to my reaction. But yeah, and if you enjoyed it, please let me know down below in the comments what you thought, and subscribe to my channel if you want to see the rest of season 2. Thanks for watching. As always, my name is Scott. I hope you guys are well. Taking care of yourselves and staying safe. I say, if you enjoyed it, please let me know down below, and there's a link to the Patreon if you want to watch the full reaction to this, as well as coming up the rest of Series 2. Thanks for watching, take care, and I'll see you all in the next episode, Series 2, in a week's time. Bye guys.